Back to the Diddy files, man. Yo, let me tell you this. The craziest thing that Diddy did that's probably going to fuck him up. Well, actually, it's been fucking him up. You know, they say never negotiate with terrorists. And that's a saying supposedly that, you know, people try to adhere to in war or sometimes in geo crisis. You know what I mean? Global geo crisis. Hey, if you negotiate with this terrorist group, so they try not to. Well, if you really think about and break it down, peel back the layers of why that is a thing, and you don't think about terrorists, actual terrorists, once you show that you are a lick that niggas can hit you with the drive-by, it's kind of like if you come from the hood or you come from, or say you in high school, fuck the hood, you in high school, and a nigga take your lunch money and you don't do nothing, or a nigga take your basketball and you don't go back to get it, it's just whatever. You basically teach other people how to treat you. They'll be like, oh, okay, we can just do whatever to this nigga, right? So this is what Diddy's experiencing. Diddy probably should have, he should have paid, if he was going to pay, he should have paid off Cassie before shit went public. You know why? She wouldn't have said nothing. Nobody would have knew she got paid off. She would have just got the check, and it was a one-on-one situation where he knew he couldn't win against her, so fuck it. Paid her off, went away. He didn't. She goes public, starts revealing a bunch of details, and all of a sudden now, we hear that he cuts a gigantic check, 8 figures. You know what that says? It's blood in the water. Any chick that Diddy done fucked, and by the way, I'm going to be honest with you, it wouldn't surprise me if a few niggas that has been in these freak-offs, maybe they had a sponge bath with him back in the day, you know what I mean? Maybe, maybe they went shopping with Diddy. You know what I mean? Maybe one of these niggas was, having a bubble bath with Diddy. You're going to see a nigga jump out of the mix. Watch and mark my word. What? I'm telling you. So what's going to happen is that it's the stick-up time. Everybody was sitting back and saying, all right, whatever. Half of the people were saying, man, nobody would believe me anyway. Now, Cassie just took that lid off, so every accusation seems believable. But now, we know he paid. So what's going to happen right now is that everybody's saying, whoa. You ain't cutting that check over there without giving me a check. Now, a guy who's been quiet, and by the way, he did an interview before, but didn't even get near to speaking on any of the things that Cassie claimed, because he did an interview with Vlad before. The head security at the time, and it's not Gene Deal. Gene Deal was before the Cassie time. So Gene Deal was around the Biggie time, continuing up to J-Lo. Cassie comes in around like 2004, 2006. But this guy was the head of security. His name is the Roger Bonds, at the real Roger Bonds on Instagram. He's been dropping hints saying, yo, he finna spill the tea. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, because he's trying to do the Cassie approach. He's basically saying, hey, just giving y'all the heads up. Y'all niggas ain't take care of me, so I'm finna spill it. He's been giving hints for 3 days now. And today he dropped his biggest hint of all, which means if Diddy not at Western Union right now trying to figure out how he going to get him the money, something's going to happen. But this was one of the hints he dropped. It was like a day and a half ago, 2 days ago.
It's easy. People say, well, why did you stay? Or why did you allow? Or why did you keep going? Why did you keep going to work? Why do you keep paying your kids school fees? Why? You can't just walk away. It's people that hate being sanitation workers. It's people that hate being police. But why do they still be the police? Because they got bills to pay. This is America. Ain't nothing free. So sometimes you got to stay places even though you don't want to. Now take that. People ask.
Okay.
It's easy.
Now, like many that have to do with Diddy, they all speak in codes. These niggas got some Game of Thrones, House of Cards type of communication. But if you ask me, he's sending smoke signals to Diddy saying, hey, Playboy, you know I ain't rat you out yet, right? But don't think I won't. You see how you taking care of other people? You heard what Keefe D said? Brother love, show some love. Also, that's what you should also realize. When you spend years taking advantage of your power and financial resources to keep people quiet, to manipulate people, to have that sense of power over them, you really don't have loyalty. And it goes back to a very famous saying, and I know I coined this saying, even though I seen a couple people try to jack it. Actually, I forgot my own saying. I said, a nigga is only as loyal as his last meal. If you ain't feed him last, expect no loyalty. A nigga is only as loyal as his last meal. You ain't the last one to feed him, expect no fucking loyalty, man. So it's been a while since Roger Bonds got a check from Diddy. So now he's looking like, Diddy, you got a chance to shut me up or I'm about to speak. Anyway, he sent that smoke signal out. And then today, by the way, keep in mind, if you were unsure he was talking about Diddy, he posted this up. This is him pictured with Diddy. And he said this: at one time, I would have taken a bullet for this man. And those that know me, that's true. What happened? People say, yo, why are you saying that? Why are you saying this? One reason is because you can't do nothing else unless you want to end up in jail. Okay, I don't get what that means. One reason because you can't do nothing else. Oh, he's saying he can't do anything else unless he want to go to jail. So nobody worried about their kids when I had them. I mean, nobody. Where's the loyalty at when it's my son? You want me to have loyalty to someone who couldn't tell me, here's 100,000? I may not can go, but I ran. Sure. What the fuck? Is this Meek Mill typing? I ran. Sure. Can make sure he has his legal team, but I'll give some strangers $3 million. Okay, I'm gonna just take that to mean, yo, he's seen that Diddy's cutting checks and he's fucking hurt. He's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, yo, what the fuck? Like, how you're giving other people money, but I needed you for my own situation with my son and you couldn't help me? Fuck out of here. My truth, my story, my life. Two Faces coming soon. Oh, you didn't think I would talk about it? Well, watch me. So this guy, he's announcing his intention. He's going bad. Then this is a video today where he directly name drops Cassie.
There comes a time when you're in a situation that may seem like a good situation, but if you're not waking up happy, or if you disgruntled, or you really don't want to be around that person, you find every excuse to get out of there. And I got diabetes. So my excuse was, I can't be with you every day. I can't do this. I can't do that. I'm losing weight. I'm doing that. But in reality, it was, I was sick. I was sick of you. I was sick of everything that was going on around you. I was sick of having to cover up everything that you did. I was sick. Cassie spoke on it. She said, yeah, I jumped on it. I jumped in between it. That wasn't the only time.
So what Cassie had mentioned his name in the lawsuit is that he intervened in a brutal beatdown by Diddy. He basically stopped it. So he's now hinting. By the way, keep in mind, Diddy must have not reached out yet, because every video he does, he's giving out a little bit more. Remember what we told you? By the way, as I've seen some people say, W extortion tactic. Everything that we've seen about these situations, it feels like like the truth, and this is all alleged, but it seems like the truth might be way more devious than even the shit we heard. Because I think Cassie didn't overplay her hand. I know some people think she did by going public, but I think she underplayed it by saying, I ain't gonna talk about the other shit about you being gay. I ain't gonna talk about these other things that I could talk about. I'll leave that for the juicy parts if you want to play hardball. But I let people know enough that should get you spooked to get you to the bank. So I don't think that Cassie told it all. I think Cassie was a tip of the iceberg. You hear him? It took him 4 videos and a couple of posts to say, hey, that one incident Cassie mentioned that I stepped in when you were beating her ass, Wasn't the only one.
It was other times, and it was other people. There comes a time.
There it goes. Now, if we're speaking on security guards, Gene Deal, the former security guard, he's still talking. All right. Art of Dialogue. Salute to you. He got, I don't know, he got Gene Deal like Gene Deal is his Boosie right now. Here we go. Is it this one?
I could hear it in the suite and the whole.
So he's talking about the freak offs
Kim
and beat
Porter,
downs.
we all know about the time that she cut Diddy with a corkscrew. Do you recall any other time?
Dobby Foel, you said, was Gene Deal ever on an NDA? He says no. He also spoke on NDA saying that the artists were the ones that kind of got the NDAs. And I guess there must have been a time that there wasn't NDAs. And that's why he claims that Diddy was trying to entice those artists with publishing to sign one in post. So I'm guessing the security guards never signed NDAs. Which, by the way, if anybody you should want to sign NDAs, security guards, drivers, maids, the people who will be in the room but be quiet because they're doing their job.
Time that her and Diddy got into it?
Well, I could hear it in the suite, in the hotel suite. And then sometimes when Kim lived on 70th something street and I would go upstairs with Diddy, you could hear the shit in the hallway. And I would just shake my head when he come out.
DC produced a great question. He said, was security hired by a third-party company? Sometimes that happens, right? If I go to Vegas, like I went to Vegas, I went to Yachty show. I didn't fly with my security. Needed security to go to the show with me. Hit my Vegas guy. He has a team of a network of security guys. He gave me a security. He said, yo, security finna pull up on you, blah, 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 this time, da, da, da. Now, that's not me hiring that guy directly. That guy is hired through, you know what I mean? So that happens a lot. But I think Diddy was moving around with the same people. And the reason why is that this guy here that was about to talk, I seen somebody say it under one of my comments. They said, it's crazy how he wants to speak up about Cassie getting her ass beat when, number one, he was there and could have stopped it. And number two, apparently they're claiming that he used to be a Harlem drug dealer. I don't know if this is true though, but they're like, yo, this thing wanna imagine a nigga who was like they call him a kingpin, but like I gotta imagine kingpin, like a kingpin wouldn't be a security guard for anybody else. You know what I mean? Let me see if I can find a comment. And somebody sent me some messages on it too. Yeah, but apparently he was, look, oh, yeah, right here. I don't know if this is a true comment. It said, yo, this nigga was a Harlem drug kingpin talking like he's an angel. By the way, here's the thing too. I think we could, we don't have to like fucking solve a Rubik's Cube here. Like the nigga basically saying, yo, Diddy, you could have helped me out with some money. That could have helped my situation out. You didn't. But I see you giving out money to other people. Well, Playboy, you ain't had no loyalty to me. I don't got to have no loyalty to you. I'm going to have to get it how I could get it. By the way, it's clear. I'm going to ask Vlad and them, the people who do pay for interviews, like, yo, what's the price he's dangling at y'all? By the way, he probably sat quietly for years watching this guy, Gene Deal, the former security, run up a bag. Run up a bag by doing interviews and interviews. By the way, he did this interview like 5 days ago. He did another interview with the same guy, Art of Dialogue. Like, so he's doing interviews weekly. So he's racking up some money here, right? Let's keep playing this out.
Or whatever, and Kim will be in the house. And it's always about where she was at or who she was dealing with. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to see you physically put your hands on nobody. I don't give a shit who you are. Or I'm not going to see you physically put your hands on her. You understand? I'm not going to That's not going to be me. You know, first of all, I can't. The position I was in, you understand? Investigator for child abuse, worked for Elite Investigations, New York State parole officer. I'm mandated to do something. You understand? I'm mandated to do something. If she says, yo, his bodyguard was right there, but I'm still moonlighting. I'm moonlighting as his bodyguard. I'm working as his bodyguard, but I still have that other function as a state officer. I'm mandated to do something. And because the type of dude I am, I'm going to do something anyway. If you don't want me there, it's all right. It's all good. He could have fired me when I told him I'm going to whoop his ass when he said something to his mama like that. He could have fired me then. It didn't make no difference if he did or he didn't. At the time, I'm Gene. I'm Big Gene. He need me more than I need him. I had the 2 biggest cats, the 3 biggest people in New York City behind me. Chaz Williams, Slick, and K. Slay. Do you understand what I'm saying? All those guys representing me, I'm on their team. So he needed me more than I needed him. Because they're not going to do nothing to him. They're not going to push him because they know, oh, that's Chaz man with him. That's K. Slade man with him. That's Slick man with him. You understand? So now, I don't care nothing about what he say. If he wrong, he do something wrong around me, I'm going to straighten his ass out. Especially if he do something wrong to a woman. I'm not doing that. That got on his knees one time. We was in the club, and I think Kamara ran out when he said some profanity to her. I think we was in Envy's. No, we was in Envy's? No, we wasn't in Envy's. Was it Envy's or Eugene? We was at one club, and he had said some fly shit. I said, yo, that's Russell Simmons' wife. But if her security ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing, he just cursed her.
Somebody say talk
That's
about
a
K.
whole nother
Slade?
story at a whole nother time, bro.
Crazy, man. So you could hear Diddy putting hands on Kim Porter.
Well, see, he always do, like I told you, he be doing that. He'll start off, he'll have something on his mind, and he'll like that play fight with them. You understand? And he'll be hurting them when they to the point where they'll be like, yo, stop. You know what I'm saying? But you know, they got the room is locked. You don't hear none of that. And then, you know, Kim would walk out in her white robe, and you could see it in her face. But what are you gonna do?
Right. I always wanted to ask you this, man. Do you know anything about these after parties that Diddy be having?
Which after?
Holy. The after party.
Parties. There's a lot of after parties. There's a lot of after parties for a lot of different reasons. There's after parties if we doing it at the hotel after we do a party, or there's after parties after the after party.
Why that sound like some R. Kelly shit? After the show is some after party. Wait, did Jay-Z sing that part? After the show is the after party and after the party is it's the hotel lobby and
right.
the party, nigga.
I guess the one people talk about is the after party.
Well, those will be when him and somebody that he needs something from or wants something from. And he'll get those girls and he'll line them up with him, and they'll all go in the same room. And about the end of the next morning, he done got what he need and got what he want. Because 9 times out of 10, he done put those people in a position, in an awkward situation, that they're gonna have to give him what he want.
That's an interesting. So let me try to decipher what I'm trying to hear. okay, maybe they're saying, like, I know niggas, like, for example, this happens in Miami a lot, right? You go to Miami, and sometimes a nigga wants to do business with you, or sometimes he wants to entice you in, okay, he wants you, like, I don't know, it's probably some business shit, right? He wants to benefit from your celebrity, your talent, whatever the case is. And a lot of times for most men, we're weak to the flesh. So you might look at a nigga and be like, man, fuck out of here, man. I don't give a fuck about that type of shit. Like he explained you a business, like, man, fuck out of here, blah, blah. You know the easiest way for him to get you to give his idea a chance is for him to bring over a bunch of chicks that's gonna fuck you. And now you associate, damn, this is a good nigga. This nigga just brought over he brought me a good time. Now you, like, I'm trying to use an actual example. I think y'all know what I mean. Like unfortunately, women get used like that, right? It becomes a thing of, oh, okay, shit. Like, put it like this: if I'm trying to sign an artist, you bring the artist through, you get 20 bitches to come through. You be like, yo, listen, when you see that nigga right there, I don't care which one of y'all he want to fuck with, y'all gotta do what they gotta do, even if they're a prostitute. Y'all gotta do what you gotta do. I got y'all. He need to have a good time. When he had the time of his life in the morning, he gonna be like, yo, damn, that shit was lit. It's like, yeah, no, of course. Yo, listen, this what happens when you come fuck with us over here. Yo, listen, I'm gonna have my lawyer send you the thing, but now he thinking, all right, bet. Yeah, I'm about to. So I'm wondering if women were being used like that by Diddy. The only part I'm confused if that was the case is that they even mentioned the whole thing with Ja Rule, and they said that Diddy's baby mama or ex-girlfriend, who's this Sarah Chapman woman? Let me Google her. I'm drinking, Chad, so you gotta chat. I gotta understand. Is she a baby mama or what? Or just the girlfriend? Sarah Diddy. Oh, okay. So that's his baby mom's. Yeah, you wouldn't want your baby mama involved in that, right? Like, if you're gonna be trying to, entice your homeboys over, you got the bitches. Like, no, this was the example I was about to say. No bullshit, right? And I'm not throwing my man under the bus neither, but it is what it is. You know Adam, right? Adam 22. Adam was trying to get on my podcast. Well, he was trying to get on stream. Remember 2016? We the littest. I mean, we still the littest, but 2016 we on. Adam was trying to get on stream with me. He was trying to get into hip hop. He was trying to get on stream with me. It wasn't nothing against him. I didn't know too much about him. But here's the thing. We didn't bring niggas on stream. That was our thing. We don't bring men on stream. The fuck? Like, if I said, we used to have guests. Chat niggas should go get these girls and we bring them on stream. So Adam was trying to get on. Man, we ain't trying to do that. You know how Adam got on stream? Adam got on stream one day when we were supposed to have Lena on stream. Lena was coming back for her second time on stream. When we popped the stream on, Lena's sitting on Adam's lap. So think about that dynamic. Adam used Lena. I'm not saying Adam used Lena to get on the stream. Sometimes you gotta, because men crave women that much, you use the attention the women bring to get what you want. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying with that? So Adam, the first time I had a conversation with Adam was because Lena was the reason. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I'm going back to this Diddy shit and how homie's explaining it. He says if Diddy wanted something from you, Diddy would bring a bunch of women, and by the end of the night, I don't know if it's because you had a good time or whatever the case is. Again, I'm assuming he doesn't seem to be mentioning no gay shit, so maybe Diddy's just bringing a bunch of bitches for you to fuck, or I don't know, having some freaky ass engagement that he knows you're gonna like with girls maybe you couldn't fuck without him, right? And now you're like, damn, Diddy's that guy. Oh shit, I gotta fuck with him type shit. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm really just thinking off the cuff.
What you mean by that? Go more into detail about that.
I don't want to go back to this, man, because it's difficult to go back to. But when he took D-Rock out. That was Big's man, pots and pans. And D-Rock understood. I made it clear to him, don't be nowhere where me and Puff is at while we in Cali. Y'all don't come nowhere. D-Rock shook my hand and said, bet that. I come to find out years later through a statement that Clark Kent made that D-Rock and Puff made plans to take Big to that party at the museum that Big lost his life. That came out, super producer, executive Clark Kent's mouth. I knew that to be true because Puff took D-Rock out and had a swinging thing with Sally Richardson and her girlfriend while we was in California. So when I'm talking about, that's what I mean. Put people in situations, do some things, and get what he wants. Because he had been trying to get Big out that whole time we was in Cali. And Big never showed up to nothing but the place to where he lost his life at. And the video shoots and the studio. So that's what I mean.
Okay. My boys did another interview real quick, and I ain't gonna, Gene Deal, this is almost like Gene Deal's channel, damn it. So, Aaron Hall. The reason why Aaron Hall is so important is that Aaron Hall turned out to be like the freak boy out of like that R&B era in the 90s. And he had many stories about him, Diddy, other people like really doing some crazy shit, but he spoke on it on interviews. He used to be one of the guys who didn't give a fuck. He would just say it. Right? Like, you've never heard Diddy ever speak on some freak shit, like on some interview shit. Aaron Hall used to talk about it. He used to be like, yo, these niggas seen me fuck. They know I got a mole by my left nut. And they know, like, my body do the Harlem Shake when I bustin'. Like, he was saying all type of shit. Like, he was naming, which, by the way, if you ever go back to his interview with Vlad when he was talking about the people who watched him fuck, it was all the niggas who we all thought was suspect anyway. That's what made it even crazier. All the suspect niggas know how he fuck. Diddy. I ain't gonna name the others, but y'all know what it is. Y'all, you know some niggas would be like, oh, them niggas straight. All of them knew how he fucked, which now when you think about it, I'm like, maybe that was a freak off. Anyway.
Gene Deal, happy to have you back on the platform, my guy.
Man, did I ever go anywhere? I'm here. Let's go.
Hey, man, I had to bring you back on the platform, man. 2 more victims came forward. So, hey, man, I had to bring you back on, man, to get your opinion. So I want to get right into it. One of the victims, she alleges that, Diddy and Aaron Hall back in 1991 took turns raping her. What you think about that?
Well, I think because the New York state law has made rape just like murder, there's no statute of limitation. A lot of people going to be coming out the woodwork charging these guys who did things like she said that they did way back when. Now, Cassie has already proved that Puff is capable of doing what this girl said. Now, did he do her? Don't know that. Aaron Hall? Don't know him either, brother, but I know of him. He was a good friend of my family, K. Slay, but I learned from him some stuff about him from K, but I learned something from him directly by Gloria Velez herself. She told me that he was dealing with her when she was 16 years old. I think she made a statement to everybody else. But it was this particular time that...
What?
I learned something from him directly by Gloria Velez herself. You know, she told me that he was dealing with her when she was 16 years old. I think she made a statement to everybody else. But it was this particular time that I was bodyguarding this individual, Scott Storch, and we was at Thanksgiving dinner. And he had Gloria Velez that he had gave her a Cartier watch as a gift. So I'm bodyguarding him. And first we was at Kanye West party. This is no bullshit, bro. We was at Kanye West party in North Hollywood. And one of my dudes who, you know, he's a Crip, he came over to me, he said, yo, Gene, my dudes is gonna come do something to your man. He's shining like that. I said, well, you know what that mean, dog? He said, but Gene, I'm gonna get you 10 minutes to get him out of here. I said, bro, give me 5, and he out of here. So Gloria Velez was with us. So then she gonna say, you gonna let your bodyguard tell you what to do? I'm like, yo, Scott, I'm gone, I'm at the door. So Scott came with me, we went to the Charter House in Malibu from there. So we get to the Charter House.
Yo, I swear. Yo, salute to Vlad and Art of Dialogue for this. Let me tell you, man, every security guard got so much information. Remember when we were talking about Tory security guard? Remember Tory security guard? From what I heard, there was so much nuances surrounding Tory's security guard possibly taking a stand. You have to remember, all of these niggas, you have millionaires playing gangsters. They have security guards, but they think they're the thugs. They plot murders and they plot robberies. You know who's listening to all this? Their security guard. So what usually happens is you never hear security guards do interviews. Remember when you heard that security guard? Remember that guy he was talking about young boy? Nobody's gonna hire him, right? Remember this bodyguard talks young boy. Remember this guy?
Police is really public security.
You don't hear these guys speak. When you speak, you testify, you have broken the code of why you're in this business. If you ever reason with these guys, they tell you the craziest things. They tell you like, yo, they watch some of these guys who you thought never was on some shit, shoot up fucking drugs in their veins, beat girls to a bloody pulp, get knocked out themselves, and they gotta knock the other nigga out and go beat up the nigga who had the camera and break their phone to make sure videos never got out. These security guards be knowing a lot. They don't do interviews. Also, these security guards be knowing niggas' real demeanor. When they with you, they could sense you feel uncomfortable. They could sense you when you with a security guard, a real good one. They watching your vibes, they watching the crowd. They watching your vibes, they watching the crowd. Somebody come up, they might look at you. That happened with me a lot. Look at me like, yo, you want to take a picture? You want to take a picture right now? You gonna ask me? I'm like, yo, nah, I'm cool to take a picture. He watching the dude, he watching me. All right, cool, I take a picture. The dude put his hand around me because he trying to whisper something like, yo, I'm so-and-so, I'm from blah, blah, I'm up next. He looking at me the whole time. If he feel any type of discomfort on my, this is how security move. I'm giving you the real about it. If he's look at me, remember, I told him I'm down to take a picture. So, all right, cool. But he's still right next to me. Nigga taking a picture with me. All right, cool. Pose it up. Cool. Flick it up. Then the dude put a hand around me. He whispered in my ear. We in a club. The security guard, you got to remember, something could happen at any second. The moment something happened, your client get hit, client get whacked, yo, you lost. Like you are a failure. So they gotta be on it. So now the nigga who take a picture, he's like, yo, I'm so and so, I'm from blah blah. Yo, I'm next up. The security guard looking at me more they looking at him, because if he see uncomfortability, he gonna be like, yo, all right, hold on, come on, back it up. Now, if he see me laughing, he be like, all right, cool, but he's still watching. These people know your demeanor. You can't cap it around them. They know if you pussy. They know if you like that. They know if you a crash out. They know if you talk hot shit, but they're gonna have to defend it. Nigga, they know. A security guard gonna really know you. But this is why these niggas don't do interviews. Because a lot of these niggas, you see, when you get to his age, salute to him. You see, if you've been in this game that long, yo, let me tell you this. Yo, I'm going to really put names out there. But a security guard that I found, like, about, I can't remember how long ago. I brought him with me to LA to the Dirk interview. If you go watch the Dirk interview, I think we edited it out. But it was like, yo, he had mentioned something about the security. That was my security. Brought him there, brought him to Miami with me a bunch of times, in Las Vegas. He was just a local security guard when I first met him. Nigga's on point, though. Like, on point. Like, that nigga was with me on point. So I said, man, let me take it. I'm gonna start fucking with you. Every place I went, on point. Now, and I ain't trying to give him, like, I mean, I don't think he care if I mention him like that, but right now he's on, which I gave him my blessing for. He's on tour with Lil TJ. So he's doing more security for Lil TJ than me. I'm fucking with like one of his other homies. Like, but that's my guy. But Lil TJ's gonna give it more consistent work because TJ's on the move constantly. That nigga is mad good. You feel me? Now here's the thing. That nigga has been around the most ugliest situations with me. Like, he's been around situations where it'd be like, yo, I'm trying to work, but girls is acting up, bitches trying to fight this and third. I'm like, yo, bro, like, y'all, you gotta handle it. So, I guess I only say that to say, man, security guards, they really be knowing who these people are, what they're capable of, what they trying to hide. And for me, you hope to be the person that there's nothing they could expose about you that people don't know about you already. You know what I mean? I think it only backfires when you put on a false persona to the public. Oh, niggas think you the toughest dude. Like he told my young boy in this situation.
When I work, I don't wear boots. Boots is nice, but you stand and walk so long, you know, the leather gonna rub and burn up your foot. So I'm athletic. I wear sneakers.
Okay.
Yeah, I wear sneakers. I like to wear sneakers, and is walking, yes, but once you condition yourself, you build for it.
So you just kind of get used to just the vigorous of the actual job.
Yeah, you just, you know what I mean? Once you know to carry yourself, pace yourself, you're a piece of cake. But if you ain't ready for it, nah. Man,
I be getting tired walking through Walmart, man. I be like, God damn, ain't got no seats to this. Nah, man, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? At any point in time, anything can jump off, so you always got to be ready.
You got to be ready.
Gotta be vigilant.
Antennas up.
For respect. Like, you've worked for a ton of people in the industry, and I mean a ton.
Yes.
We'll talk about a few. Moneybagg Yo, what was it like working with Moneybagg Yo?
I like him.
Okay.
I with him. He a real, you know what I mean? I ain't told in his horn or nothing, but I know them when I see them too. Game recognized game. Mm-hmm. You know, he was dope. He was a good guy. You know what I mean? I respect him. I got much love. I might link up with him again because I'm actually messing with Big Sexy right now. So they're supposed to get on a tour. So we might interlock once again, you know what I mean?
Sexy Red.
Yeah, you know, I'm messing with her. So I guess she's a guest on his tour. So, you know, I do good business too. So sometimes I'm here and I'm there and I'm not always with the same person. Like after my situation, you know, as we get into that, I learned to just like get the better clients or, you know what I'm signing up for. You know what I mean? And I run with it.
Anything that people wouldn't know? Because, you know, you're in close quarters with a lot of these celebrities and superstars, right?
Yes.
And so, like, you know, you get to see a behind-the-scenes look at what we see online or on TV. Like you say you're working with Sexy Red.
Yes.
You know, anything that the general public wouldn't know about her?
I don't speak too much on the clients.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She cool.
Yeah.
I haven't been with her that long.
Fine as hell, boy. Listen, she like you know why I like her, man. We've had a debate about this on our show, talking about Glorilla and Sexy Red, and Stan gonna talk about he go with bro.
Nah,
Sexy Red is bad, bro.
Sexy Red.
She is every hood chick in America. And I pray she see this, and I hope she like big old niggas. You know what I'm saying? That's rich on the weekends. But you know what I'm saying? So she is as entertaining, I would imagine, in person as she is.
She humble.
Okay.
And that's why I like when they humble. I don't like the cocky ones. You know what I mean? Because, you know, I've seen it all, so you kind of preaching to the choir.
I can only imagine.
But she humble, so when she's not out there, she's herself. You know?
Hey, I speaking about security. Hey, I got a lot of respect for security guards. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna always say that because, a lot of times you in places, man. You like, every place really gangster depends on who's there, and you can't never like underestimate places. Like shit. I always told 6ix9ine, I'm like, yo, your security guard go hard for you. This was, the whole time 6ix9ine got out, this was 6ix9ine's top security right here. This nigga right here. This nigga right here was making sure that nigga was like, yeah, this might have been when they met at Akon did that song with 6ix9ine. This was 6ix9ine. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is like the 6ix9ine shit right here. Yeah, this nigga was making sure 6ix9ine was safe. He was booking flights. 6ix9ine be having 10 bitches, so he keeping the bitches separate. Like, he was doing everything for that nigga. So, I salute that nigga. He came from that other team that was rocking with 6ix9ine before. He was rocking with the Shadow Group, and yeah, they were pretty good too. RP Shadow. But yeah. Anyway.
You know what I mean? And she mostly inside, so I really speak more my.
Somebody said Lil Wayne don't need security. All y'all favorite rappers got security. You name me a favorite rapper, I could name the security right now. Stop playing. They ain't one rapper that don't roll with security. Unless they young in the game or dumb. Every rapper got security. Facts. Stop playing with that. Don't act like none of these niggas is super tough. And it's not about sometimes you think you can't defend yourself. It's like, nigga, you want to go catch a charge? What you think you about to shoot everybody and still do tours and get money? No, nigga. What you want your head to be on a swivel while you do interviews and take pictures with fans? You need security, nigga. What the fuck?
Encounters, but
Respect.
anything behind, you know what I mean?
For
Like,
sure.
you know what I mean? Because, our clients.
Nigga, 50. Nigga, everybody know 50 security, nigga. 50 security is monster. Everybody know him. Matter of fact, one of Monster's brothers was one of them. I think Crippy's Monster's brother. He was caught up in the indictment with 6ix9ine and them. Come on, man. You talking about yo? First of all, 50 got the best security guards in the world. You think 50 security guard is like Tony Ayo, nigga? Stop playing, nigga. Everybody, nigga. Everybody got security. You name a nigga who is really lit, is really on and don't got security, I'm gonna call him broke. Like, everybody know this nigga, King Kong. It's the baby security, right? Everybody know this nigga, right? Bro, like, it's to the point that niggas know the security by who they usually rock with the most. Somebody said, so Keith is broke? Nigga, Chief Keef use security too. Nigga, the fuck is you talking about? Everybody use security. I'm not saying they use security everywhere. That's where y'all get it fucked up. Not everybody uses security everywhere. But everybody who got money uses security at the places they need it. They go to what do you call it again? Rolling Loud or some shit. Mad artists gonna be there. Could be any type of bullshit. You don't want security, my nigga. Because you don't want a bunch of hood niggas who trying to set it off. You want niggas who gonna be professional that you could get your money, go get your check, and get out. Nardowick got security too. Nardowick actually got real security too. See, that's another thing. We about to get into Nardowick topic too. Nardowick got actual security, but here's the thing. Before you start relying on actual security, your homeboys got to prove to you why they're bringing them around everywhere. I haven't told y'all the story, and maybe I should just go into that right now. Like, I mean, y'all want to hear this young boy shit?
Watching, so
No, for sure.
on the field, and then 9 o'clock they calling you again much.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And that's moment, I dealt with NBA YoungBoy.
Yeah.
And it only lasted for 3 days. You know, he ended up telling his manager he ain't like my vibes, but I ain't like his vibes either. You know, I told him I never worked for a kid before. You know what I mean? Because I run with the gangsters, so I'm not saying he's not gangster, but bro, game recognized game. And if you can't see my game, you're blind. You know what I mean? I'm not faking. Like, what I do for a living, I'm doing it from the islands. I'm toting guns from the islands. I came America, and now I legally tote guns. You know what I mean? So it's like, this is no game. Like, you know what I mean? So I ain't got no time because I got money. I think I'm tough. Like, nah, I'm about that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, on a humble level. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you know who you're fucking with.
No respect.
You fucking put your hands, excuse my language, you go to the club, you beat up El Chapo nephew. You come outside 100 Mexicans with AKs. What you gonna do?
Okay, that's another thing too. So let's get to the Nardawick thing. Let me tell you how every artist start. And Nardawick's my man's. I fuck with Nardawick. This ain't an indictment against him. This is just how it is. Y'all gotta stop believing that hood niggas don't have security, my nigga. Like, that's a fact. Like, bro, to keep it real, the only hood niggas that don't have security, my nigga, is the niggas who want to go to jail. Now, some niggas, like, they might really be on their shit that they're not with a million security. You're right. Like, because you could, like, 6ix9ine had a team of security, at least at first. When he got out and he was staying low, he had a couple. But when he was really popping it and moving around, he had a team, nigga. If you was going to get at that nigga, you got to get at the whole team. See, that's different. But everybody got security. Nigga, when I met up with Dirk and I did an interview with Dirk ain't bring mad niggas with him. Actually, he ain't bring no hood niggas with him. I ain't gonna lie with you. You brought his manager, stylist, somebody else, who was bringing like some clothes. I guess I was a stylist. And he had one security with him. That security been with him for a long time. You know I know the security was with him for a long time? Because when I asked Dirk about the situation with him and Game, remember him and Game, like, you know, at one point they kind of came head to head in a club like years ago, like 10 years ago. That security was there. That security basically was like, he explained it in his words of what happened. So I know that security been rocking with for a long time. So here's the thing. You know what it told me? Dirk don't need the homies everywhere. Now, granted, if he need the homies like he about to go somewhere, Dirk could have a million niggas with him anywhere. But if Dirk got to go somewhere to handle business, that nigga was in LA doing a bunch of shit, blah, blah, blah. He got to do an interview with Ak. Is he going to bring 100 homies for what? This ain't a Gillian Wallow interview, nigga. You doing an interview with Ak, nigga. Brought his one security, manager right there, stylist right there, and I think one of his, like, it wasn't even like a gang homeboy. It was just like one of his, like, older friends. You know what I mean? Probably helping with some shit. That's it, nigga. That's how it goes. Anyway.
Dude.
Anyway. So, what I really wanted to get to was, I think I got the clip here. Where's the clip? Give me 1 second.